You don't become a consultant after you get the title. You get the title because you already know how to position yourself like one. Hello there, I'm Tammy L. Davis, a tech management consulting CEO, former administrative assistant, and someone who knows exactly how uncomfortable this stage can feel. This is the phase, and I'm just going to break this down because I know this is what I see. This is the phase where people say, I know I want to pivot, but I don't feel ready to show up yet. And what they really mean is, I don't want to look like I don't belong. So today, I am going to be talking about positioning. Not pretending, not faking it until you make it, not posturing, not, of course, embellishing or lying about your expertise, but learning how to show up in a way that matches where you are going, not just where you have been. And I want to clear up something right now. Positioning is not claiming expertise you don't have, what I just said before, no faking it until you making it, using fancy titles or listing certifications you haven't earned yet, copying someone else's LinkedIn. All these things I'm telling you is what I have seen and am seeing, and pretending you know everything. What positioning truly is how you describe your experience, how you talk about your work, how you frame what you already know, and how others understand your value. Now, stay with me. Think of it this way. Two people can do the same job, but it's the one who positions it clearly, they are the one who gets the opportunity. Positioning isn't about exaggerating, it's about translation. So let me give you a few examples. You know, I like to piece it together. Instead of saying, I helped with system updates, a consultant would say, I supported system updates by gathering requirements, documenting changes, and helping users adapt. Example number two, instead of saying, I answer questions and help people, why don't you try? I served as a key support resource during this period of transition, helping users understand new processes and reducing confusion. Last example, instead of saying I was involved in projects, what type of projects? Break it down. You could say, I supported cross functional projects by coordinating tasks, tracking progress, and ensuring follow through. Same work, different positioning. Do you hear the difference? So when recruiters or hiring managers hear that language, they don't hear beginner. They're actually starting to hear and see you as a consultant. I like to say they hear consultant thinking. Now, I want to talk about visibility because this is where people freeze. I mean, people in my community, when I tell them it's time to get to the visibility stage, meaning that you're going to go on LinkedIn, you're going to start to post, you're going to start to share what you're learning, what you're doing, you're going to start to reach out to people, and they literally freeze. I had to break down that visibility doesn't mean posting every day, becoming an influencer, having all the answers, being loud, which means being noisy with no substance. I let them know that visibility means being seen consistently in ways that align with the direction that you're going in. So some simple examples that I give them is commenting thoughtful on a post, whether it's a post from a person in a position that you want or an industry post. If you're trying to come into the industry of technology consulting, you should be connected to some groups in that industry. So whether you want to be a business analyst, project manager, get connected in those industries. They all have groups on LinkedIn. So start to comment thoughtfully on their post. You can, like I said before, share a learning moment once a week. You can update your headline to reflect your lane or the lane that you want to go into. You can engage in conversations about processes or projects, or even ask questions months, depending upon what role you want to pivot to. And I always like to say is that you're not trying to convince anyone of anything. You are letting people get familiar with how you think. And this is the part that most people miss. You don't wait to feel confident to position yourself. Confidence is the result of positioning. So when you clearly speak, when you show up intentionally and stop hiding your experience, your confidence actually catches up. And this is what I want you to hear clearly. People do not care that much about you. And what I mean by that is people aren't judging you as harshly as you think. People are really just trying to understand what you think, how do you think, and how do you help. Positioning answers that question. And it's things like I just talked about. It's exactly what we discussed in the Pivot Lobby. So the Pivot Lobby is a brand new community that I started, and it literally is the starting point for professionals exploring a move into technology consulting. So if you've been watching my videos, downloading my resources, and quietly thinking, I know I want more, I just need to see how I fit in this industry, this is where you begin. Just go to the description of this video and you will see the link to join the Pivot Lobby. You will also see it pop up somewhere on the screen. Just scan the QR code and it'll direct you right to where you can sign up and join. And before you go, I know I should always say it at the beginning, but I like to jump right in and share this information. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Every week, and maybe every 10 days or so, I'm breaking down technology consulting in a way that actually makes sense. So there's no coding needed. You don't need any certifications. I just give direction. And I want to leave you with this. You are not pretending, you're preparing, and that's powerful.